And the question is, if that's a problem, others, are you prepared or are you getting help? Because that's what people would like to know, that you're going down that road.
I've answered those questions already. I have spoken with professionals. I have talked to my family. We are moving forward in a positive direction. Action speaks louder than words. That's all I can say, Councillor.
So are you taking action then with professionals in regards to personal problems?
I am talked to professionals. I've talked to my family. I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, and that is all I can say right now.
So is the answer yes, you're getting professional help?
I can't. Anyways, Councillor, I've just answered your question. Like, I don't know what more I can say.
Now, the last thing that people have asked.
Anyways, go ahead.
No,
No, go ahead.
Really trying to ask the questions on behalf of, my community and many people here on council to understand how you're addressing the issues. I'm not looking to embarrass you. I'm just looking
That's long gone. Don't worry about that.
to embarrass you any further.
Don't worry. You can.
Okay, now, the last thing that many people say is take a leave of absence.
Absolutely not taking a leave of absence.
Let me ask the question then, because you've said you don't want to take a leave of absence. Is there some way that you can explain to us why you don't want to take a leave of absence?
There is no need for me to take a leave of absence. I'm returning my calls. I'm going to committees. I'm watching every single dime that's being spent here. I've done it for 13 years, and I'm going to continue doing it for another 5 years. One this time and 4 more after October 27th.
So do you think that taking a leave of absence and being away from here would help you address any of the problems that you may have?
I might go to Florida over the Christmas holidays with my family for maybe 6 days like I did last year. But I'm not missing a day of work. I never have. I never will. And again, I'm going to repeat, I'm in this council chamber probably more than any person here. No offense to anybody here, but I'll put my record against anyone else's record.
Well, whenever you want, I'll put record to record on you. I've been here a long time.
No, I mean attendance records. I'm not talking years. No, I've only been here 13 years. I know.
I'm talking attendance.
Oh, no, I'm talking attendance records. In my 13 years, I'll put my 13 years up against anybody else in this chamber.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Fillion.
Mr. Mayor, in the past, you've voted against and spoken against Board of Health substance abuse programs, and in a TV interview that was from some years ago that was re-aired last week, your advice for how to deal with people who'd smoked crack was give them a gun. Have recent events, taught you anything about understanding and compassion?
You're going to have to refresh my memory on which program, we've had many debates about addiction in this council chamber. It's well known that there's a member of my family that has an addiction problem.
I'll just ask the question.
No, I'm not quite sure what you're asking, Councillor.
Well, I'll just repeat the question then. Have you learned anything about understanding and compassion?
Councillor, this has definitely been the most humiliating experience that I have ever went through in my entire life. The only other day that was worse than probably a couple of days last year was when my dad died. Outside of that, it was definitely the worst week of my life.
Mayor Ford, I don't want to belabor it, but yes, it's worst day. We understand this is painful for you. Have you learned from this experience a greater understanding of other people's problems and perhaps a greater compassion for people that have problems?
Councillor, I'm the first to help people out that have problems. I'm the first one there and the last one to leave when there is someone who has problems. And I can rattle off hundreds of people that I've sat and talked to and comforted and brought them to my house and helped these people out of all ages.
Councillor Fletcher. Yes, just two very quick questions, Mr. Mayor. In August, you went to the Taste of the Danforth, and residents have told me you parked your car in front of their home on Greenwood Avenue, and when you got out of your car, they invited you in because they were quite concerned. They felt that you were inebriated and called your staff to come and assist. Did you drive there after drinking?
No, I was not drinking and driving, Councillor.
Were there any drugs involved?
No, Councillor.
Thank you. Councillor de Bearmaker?
Thank you. Through you, Madam Speaker. Mr. Mayor, in your tenure as mayor, have you ever assaulted any of your staff?
Assaulted any of my staff? No, I don't. Assaulted? No, I don't assault any of. No, I was here 13 years, and I've never assaulted any of my staff.
There was, and I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Mayor. Then there's a report in the newspaper that on your on St. Patrick's Day, while in this building, you actually shoved one of your own staff to the ground, and your other staff had to intervene and hold you back. You're saying that
You know what? Then you might talk to the person. If you believe everything you read, Councillor, that might be a problem. But I think you should talk to whoever's these allegations were made about. I think you should talk to that individual, because I think you're referring to the St. Patrick's Day party I had in my office. That was a lot of that stuff in there. The media was completely wrong, and that wasn't very accurate how they reported. Some of it was true, and some of it was false.
Well, Mr. Mayor, thank you for that, because I was concerned reading that allegation that
Right.
you had assaulted people who are not in a position to defend themselves.
Right.
And you're saying that did not happen. I will accept your word. Thank you very much.
Okay, members, that ends the questions. Oh, sorry. Councillor Crisanti.
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker. And Mr. Mayor, you could have a seat. My questions are not for you.
Oh.
Thank you very much. I think you've...
That's the only person you can ask.